DJ Mix Master Chaos.
What it do, peoples? Happy Sunday evening. It's your boy, DJ Chaos Mixmaster, aka Chaos Theory on this Sunday night. Broadcasting direct in the beautiful state of South Carolina. Carolina. Yeah, I'm here in the fucking Carolinas, chilling like a villain. Oh, man, I tell you, there's so much shit going on in the world today, man. I'm talking about it seems like it ain't getting no better, it's getting worse. For real. I don't know what the hell to say, man. Jeez. 2 shootings been reported. One in Philadelphia and another one in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, I tell you, sometimes I find myself getting speechless by all this bullshit that's going on in society. And then sometimes I have to regroup myself and realize that this shit is happening for a reason. And the reason why it's happening is because we are divided as a people. Plain and simple as that. Black, brown, yellow, red, and white. Nobody is no better than the next person, I've always say. Because we all have our own little flaws in our communities. But there's only one people that basically owns this, supposed to be the big powers that be that owns and runs this country, are the main ones keeping up all the chaos in the world, and that's racist Caucasian people. You know, I try not to sound like a racist because anyway, fuck all that. I can't be racist. You could never be racist. In order to be racist, you have to have power. I don't have no power. I can say what I want to say. And I can be mad about what I say, when I say stuff. That doesn't mean that I'm better than nobody. But at the same time, I can speak on it. And, it's not funny. I'm saying it like this. It's kind of funny that all this stuff is happening back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And everybody's sitting around here like a chicken with his head cut off trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I've always say there's always a method to the madness in this society. Always a method to the madness. It's always a reason why things happen in society. A lot of times when things like these, like shootings and stuff like this is not the first go around. This happened years ago. They just use the same tactics every maybe 25 to 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, gas prices were a bitch 40 years ago. Price of food was a bitch 40 years ago. All you gotta do is watch these old TV shows like All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Good Times. And basically, you hear things the folks on that TV show were talking about what's going on today. It's nothing different. It's just a new time, another year. Everything is different. But it's the same, but it's pretty much the same thing. As far as the life, I'm talking about the internet, we got all, cyberspace. You got these little bitty cars and all this stuff. That's the only thing that changed. But as far as the storylines that goes on in society, it's the same thing. But anyway, tonight's topic is who really controlling our ignorance in society. Who's really raising our youth? Is it the U.S. government or is it us? Who's really in control of our life? Well, I was just sitting up here thinking to myself as I was going up and down these highways and byways about this movie called The Wizard of Oz, the original Wizard of Oz. I ain't talking about the Wiz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson and Richard Pryor. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the original from 1939. A lot of people don't know that movie was based on the U.S. Federal Reserve. And lo and behold, that movie was, even though it was fun and colorful, where it was black and white and, Ted Turner colored it up and everything, but quiet as kept. That movie had a lot of messages in it that we seem to ignore. And like I said, the movie was about the Federal Reserve, but we've seen it as just entertaining movie. But that's a lot of these movies that they put out on television and, in the theaters, they have a message always in the movie, in the whole persona of the movie or television shows stuff. You just got to pay a big attention to those situations. But what I came to a conclusion to find out was that movie basically was giving you the whole concept of Dorothy, okay? Dorothy's little white girl from Kansas who basically was living in the country. She gets swept up by a tornado. The tornado carries off to a no-name land that end up being Oz, to where she ends up meeting 3 characters. And out of those 3 characters, was the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. Okay, the Lion basically specified. Well, we're gonna start with the Tin Man. The Tin Man whole concept was courage. He needed courage. Scarecrow needed a brain. The Lion needed a heart. Now, let's break this down right quick. Oh shit, I got my brother Dark Prince in here. Let me get on here. What's happening, bro? Peace with it.
Oh, bro. Oh, I didn't been hearing you on thing going about it. I'll just
Okay.
begin.
I'm gonna go and finish this up right quick. But you remember I was telling you yesterday this was gonna be the topic tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, do we control who really controls our society? And I basically came up with the whole concept of Wizard of Oz. Well, like I was saying, Tin Man was looking for courage. Scarecrow looking for the brain. The Lion looking for the heart. Now, if you break it down and think about the way this movie basically was personifying, it's personifying society itself. They're trying to find, by these three characters is trying to find different entities of the way they can basically move about society in the land of Oz. The whole idea of this is who's controlling, who's giving them the courage, the mindset, and the soulful heart of bravery in society. Who giving you that? Are you giving yourself that, or is they giving it to you? Because if you think about the movie had all these different obstacles going on. And then they basically showed you the evilest motherfucker of all, which was the Wicked Witch of the West, who's supposed to be this evil motherfucker that basically they put in your face to make you think that this is the person that's basically keeping up all this shit in Oz. But when it all boiled down, she wasn't even close to the evil. The real evil was the man behind all the bullshit that was controlling her and the whole goddamn land of Oz. And it took for an animal, a little bitty ass dog called Toto, to pull the curtain back to show you who was really running the madness in the land of Oz. With me saying what I'm saying right now is the same thing that's going on in the United States of America. They're basically telling you how to think, what kind of stability that you need to be up on, and the bravery persona of what they think is best for you to basically get around in society. Because a lot of us, we some of us, we praise the U.S. military. We send our kids off with the U.S. military, not really knowing what we sending our kids to. You just thinking because you see these TV shows on the news, every commercial break showing you to aim high and be all that you can be, and all these things, and telling you you're gonna get free college education and all this other stuff. But in reality, when you get over in that motherfucking military, well, I ain't gonna even go no further with that. I'll let brother Dark Prince go ahead and get y'all in on the military part, because my brother was in the military. See what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to sit up there and say, Chaos, how you know you wasn't in the military? Which I wasn't. You're right. I wasn't in the military. I almost got close. I did damn good on the Army test, to where when I did so good, I was just taking the test for fun. Just, before I know it, I had all these goddamn brochures, phone calls, and every damn thing trying to get me to go to all these different armed forces. Only one I couldn't get up to was the Air Force. But everything else, I was qualified for.
Mm.
What's happening, Miss Pam? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hell yeah.
We missed you. We missed you.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but
anyway, back to
bro,
the military.
Go ahead with the military. That's what I want you to go ahead and touch on. Because I it's just like what I was telling you about the shit with Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson said, I told you about the Japan shit. I was just looking at that video today on the Breakfast Club. I like to watch my old videos and shit.
But here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Because, the Breakfast Club, shalom to everybody that's out there right now. I don't know how many people got in, but anyway, the Breakfast Club is the gatekeeper plot that you have to go to and see them. And that lets the world know that you in cahoots with them and they in cahoots with you. And then they're going to grill you to make sure that you on board with whatever their agenda is. If you ever follow the questioning of Charlemagne or DJ Envy or Angela Yee, it's always geared toward, are you in support of something that's jacked up in our culture? Always has, always will be. Now, let's get to this military.
Exactly.
Now, matter of fact, let me back up before I get on the track with the train. You know what I'm saying? Back to, Umar Johnson. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, When I first ran into Umar Johnson about 7-8 years ago, it was a time frame when we was all starting to wake up 2014, 2015. A lot of people started, come about the dead. And what the hell is really going on? And he was one of those people, that was helping bring the light to a lot of things. Because when people start to do their research, they'll bring something that maybe you ain't ran across yet, which helps, or you on your knowledge, which is a good thing. But here's the thing what I had with our leaders. We have these charismatic leaders, but the thing about it is, it's all talk and no bite. What do you mean by that? Well, Umar Johnson said that he was trying to get a school for just our people because our people wasn't taught the right way, which I agree with. Saying that, you cannot be educated by your enemy. I fully agree with that. But at the same time frame, you've been having a collection going for the school, just like they had a collection going for the building fund at church, and it still ain't up yet. How many years do you need to get your money up, but yet you still pulling funds from the people every year? What type of school are you trying to build? Is it Xavier's X-Men school or something? Hidden panels and stuff like that? But anyway, Umar is a hypocrite because Umar also was talking about Japan, and my thing was I spent 2 full years in Japan, lived there. You heard me. I had a spot residence in Japan that was my home for 2 full years. Now let me tell you how the people were. The people in Japan love our people. I have homeboys that I went over there in 1997. They still over there to this day. They said they ain't never coming back. That's how good it is with our people. Right. They love us. When they say that the cultures are different, I like the fact that in their culture, the women take the men out. And our men have never been taught that, or treated any type of way like that. Not saying that, it's a bad thing or a good thing, but right. The appreciation of a man and what he brings to the table. And then the appreciation of our men that they know that we could bring to the table. They already understand this greatness about it. They already understand. Mm-hmm. And in that being understood, the thing about it, they know our history and what we come from and what we're going through and who put us in the position. Right. So when Umar Johnson started to talk about that Japan does not like our people, my thing is if you ever go to Japan, you're going to see mixed people with our color looking like us and them. You're going to see our people and their people hugged up, married, with kids, and ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody on the trains.
Right we can stop it right there. Dr. Prince, I'm going to tell you why I say we can stop right there. Because I got love for Dr. Umar Johnson. Much love to you, brother. It's all love. But here's the thing right here. They got a sister. I can't think of her name. If y'all can help me what her name is, that played tennis, that whooped the hell out of Serena Williams. Serena. In the damn tennis match. And she's one of us. Her father is Haitian. Her mother is Japanese. So, and then she live over in Japan. You don't think they know that she's black? Yeah, they know it. So obviously, Obviously it's some kind of love somewhere in that part of the country. But
I'm
you
saying
know,
it's a lot of love.
like I say, you know, that's just how we get sometimes, because we get a little bit over the hill with shit instead of really just seeking what's really nervous. Because, like I said, I don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is. Because right now, the way I think about certain things in society now, bro, you don't know who the fuck is we listening to nowadays. Because a lot of these motherfuckers are agents. Because, like I say, a lot of these motherfuckers can be agents. You know what I'm saying? To destroy the community. Because it's too much information going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like a fucking windshield wiper. Too much. And see, one thing I can tell you, Brother Malcolm said it best when he was in Los Angeles back in 1963 or 64. He said, "Assalamu alaikum, peace, family. I want to say, I see some friends in here, and I see some enemies." Now think about that shit, cause he already know there's some fake motherfuckers around. It's some real motherfuckers and there's some fake motherfuckers. Bruh, that's the reason why I say you have to just take the knowledge that's given and do the research. Not only that, basically this you ain't gotta be like you a Michael Jackson fan, falling all over the place, hooping and hollering and screaming and cussing. Just take the information. That's all you gotta do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. I mean, my thing is,
that's her name, Naomi Osaka. That's her name.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yep, that's her name.
And she ended up spanking.
Yeah, but he was saying like, you know what I'm saying, the sister didn't should have been representing the African side of the situation instead of representing Japan. But see, Umar got to understand, Hades don't have the same plight and wealth as Japan has. So she got to go by what the money is put in her pocket. And I'm not sitting up there taking up for Japan, you know, and trying to, because, you know, I know the nigga, he had a nerve to call motherfuckers coons just because motherfuckers don't agree with him to a certain degree. Because it's just like when I said about the sister that got shot in Ohio, and he was like, niggas was called, I seen us, some coons that was sitting up there taking up for the police, and that wasn't even the point. I wasn't taking up for the police. I was just saying that the police is not trained to just walk up and shoot you in the foot. They're trained to kill your ass.
Yep.
Plain and simple as that. Even though they probably show videos showing that ain't no Caucasians getting shot. Yeah, of course, because it's by code. We got to have a code. That's why the Black Panthers was around, because we had to have a code too. But they got rid of the Black Panthers.
Here's a crazy thing, you know what I'm saying, that's in relation, you know what I'm saying, it's a little off subject, but it's related to the piece that you're talking about. Okay, you remember Breonna Taylor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I'm watching a documentary. What was it? Not last night, Saturday night. I'm watching a documentary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was Saturday night. Last night. And it was talking about the police department in Kentucky, Louisville, where she was at. Right. Come to find out, bruh, that the Louisville, the police department, for years had been, you know what I'm saying, finding out who in the city had money and doing illegal search and just kicking in their doors like they hoodlums and taking their money. They found out that she was a hairdresser and they were dropping all money over to her spot, you know what I'm saying, ahead of this. They went into this woman's house, demanded the money, and then shot her dead. And to come to find out, this is how the police been doing it for the last 6-7 years. Bro, and they didn't put it out there. They didn't put that out there.
That might be something new in the South where y'all at, but they've been doing this shit in LA for years.
It ain't new. It's always been covered up. It comes out later.
The LAPD. That's why a lot of niggas in Los Angeles have ditch and dodge bullets. And some of them got off and some of them did time. But the LAPD been doing this shit for years, brother. They've been doing this shit for years. Ask Ricky Ross. I ain't talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the dope boy. He'll tell you. They done him like that.
Now, see, here's my thing. Now,
they done done some of Black Panthers like that.
Of course. Now, if the South had ever got revolutionized, when I meant not say revolutionized, I meant to say industrialized fully, you know what I'm saying, if they had got industrialized fully in the South, started being, you know what I'm saying, farming states instead of and became cities, bringing in the factories, bringing in the businesses, you know what I'm saying, stop saying, okay, the mom and pop shops that we got right, okay, that's cool, but let's grow our economy. But the South had a mentality of, no, we don't want nothing to deal with nobody because we making cotton. So we don't need y'all money. We making tobacco, we making cotton, we making soybeans, we got sugar cane. That's all we need. We don't need no other external help. Well, with that type of mentality, the thing about it is the police gonna act a little different down this way, because all they have to do down this way is not just be so-called gatekeepers over things. Make sure you don't be talking too bad. Make sure you don't be talking too good. Just stay in your lane, the way we do things. Now, in the bigger cities where we had to spread out from the South, the thing about it is cities, it's been, I want to say the word, if it is a word, cityfied. Whereas now, all of a sudden,
we use it.
I want to say cityfied, whereas now all of a sudden now that it's not a farming community. Everybody that's in your city now has an industrial type job, whether it's at the factory, over in, you know what I'm saying, on Hollywood, or, you know what I'm saying, you're doing some type of music, something like that. But it's engaged in the modern era. It's not from a primitive standpoint of where this is what we still doing farming and vegetation. So in the South, things like this, when we do have a little money, somebody pop up and start having a little money right now, you're not gonna hear about that story unless you probably like years later when you're doing your research, like I love to do, find out what's really, really good. But yeah, it's definitely been going on, but we don't have it put out like that, because my thing was nobody was rapping at the time frame like NWA to put it out there. We didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? It was going down, but nobody had the voice or maybe the nerves of steel to say what was really good.
I don't know. You know what? I think fuck it. I gotta skip on the shit that I was going to talk about since you're talking about rapping, because there's another situation that I want to fucking address. It's a rapper that just died yesterday.
I'm looking at this right now on TV. Yeah. Trouble out of Atlanta. I'm looking at it right now.
I never heard of the brother.
Bro, I'm looking at it right now, and from what I got, from what they're telling me, I'm still collecting everything, because right now it's hearsay. Yeah, that's him. I'm hearing hearsay, but I heard it was over a female. That's what I'm hearing twice. Well, that is over female. Two different sources.
I don't know. I don't know if does he supposed to have ties with Puff Daddy or P Diddy or some shit too?
Bruh, like I say, rappers can drop in, but you already know what it is.
This is my first time hearing this young brother.
Well, see, here's my thing.
I heard one of his songs probably maybe about 2 hours ago when I got up from my nap, because I wanted to see what he was rapping about. I already knew he was rapping about some bullshit anyway. You know, no disrespect. God rest the dead to him. You know, may his family and friends, you know what I'm saying, keep a spiritual head on this thing. You know what I'm saying? But I knew he was rapping about some goof ass shit, because this is what this is the new norm now.
I know. I got to say this though. I think, honestly, people, I think that the plan is about to end soon. And the reason why I'm saying that is that Hollywood done upped this intake of sacrifice over the last, let's say 5, 10, 15 years. They have upped sacrifices. It's been got to the point since 2020 that you don't even know these rappers. They I mean, when you watch the YouTube about who done got killed as far as rappers for this year, I don't know who the guy that does it. I'm gonna have to look back on it again. But since 2019, he's been doing, you know what I'm saying, the rappers that got killed this year. That's the title of the show. But anyway, my thing was that you have a lot of, since 2020, a lot of up and come, as they like to say, which means you're not even well known yet. You just locally known. No, it can't be a coincidence there, Miss Lee. It ain't no coincidence. Because my whole thing is that, you know what I'm saying, you got people like Trouble. You got people like Trouble.
Bro? But you know what I just thought about too? Didn't you tell me something back here about a year when on the last podcast? I think this had been 2020 or something. You said it was like 80-something rappers died within a fucking year.
Bro, you below the number. It was over 200.
Yeah, 200. You know, I know it was something. It was some high numbers. I know it was. I don't know if it was double or triple digits, but I'm like,
just listen to that. Listen to that. Just listen to that, bro. 200 in 1 year. That was 2020. That was 2020. We 2 years past that now. And right now, with my man Trouble laying down his life last night, we are now at 28 dead rappers that I didn't know nothing about this year. 28 dead rappers this year. So my whole thing is, I say it's coming to an end because Hollywood seems like they're desperate because you ain't even really making it. You ain't really mainstream. You ain't been on Rap City in the Basement. You ain't been on Vlad TV. You ain't been on the BET Awards. I ain't seen you do no shows with nobody, no collaborations, no mixtapes, none of that.
That's why I said I don't even. That was my first time. Then I looked up, and the young brother had like, he's got a song. Goddamn, I can't do it. That just go to show you that I'm old school, bro. I can't keep up with these new generation shit because I already know. But see, I'm finna go in. I'm finna say some shit that I know is gonna probably piss somebody off. But
you know what? Before you jump in,
like this here. I'm gonna say it like this here. They trying to destroy hip hop. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Hip hop is gone. It's done. Just like they trying to destroy. Like the same way with R&B. It's gone. It's done. I don't give a fuck with all these DJs and motherfuckers sitting around there talking about, you just gotta listen. You gotta look for it. No, I ain't gotta look for shit because if it's all that, it'd be right there in my fucking face. I ain't gotta look for shit. The whole goddamn concept is they've been trying to get rid of hip hop since, I mean, even with 1991, when we talking about the goddamn meeting, they was trying to get rid of hip hop then. Started with Tupac and Biggie's murder. They was trying to get rid of hip hop, but we still hung in there. We still hung in there.
That goes full circle with what you were saying about, you know what I'm saying, our topic for the night, you know what I'm saying, who control it? Because he checked. Exactly that day.
Shout out, cuz.
Exactly.
What's up, family? He said
exactly.
He never, nobody knows. Ain't never heard shit. Cuz way up there where we at. He ain't never heard that shit. Heard this shit.
But you know what? You said something key. You know what I'm saying about I can't keep up with it, but that's not your fault, bro. You know why? Because you're the first person and the only person.
That. I already know. But
check. Mm-hmm. You're the first person and the only person that I know that knows, you know what I'm saying, from a mental standpoint, you're a walking catalog about music. And the reason being there is because it was composed and it had meaning. And the thing about it was there was a system in play to put out that good music back in the day. The album, the 16-inch vinyl, things that it wanted you to have it. You had to go to Sam Goody to stand in line to get these things, people. Y'all remember.
Say it.
Y'all remember. But now all of a sudden, you ain't heard nobody because they garbage. All they want them for is a series of time saying, okay, put out your message of death, and then we're going to take you out. That's what I've been seeing. That's all I've been seeing.
I'm laughing to keep from getting emotional because I'm not going to lie, bro. This is on everything. I never said this on none of my podcasts, but as I was asleep, bro, don't you know I had a dream about these little young generation guys? Because it felt like, like my cousin, shout out to DJ Chopper. DJ Chopper, he know about these little young folks more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a little young bro that was sitting on my porch. I don't even know who the little nigga was. And I said, hey, man, you all right? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm like, you sitting on my porch and shit? Who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm waiting on that, which is Willie D son. I said, okay, that over there. What the fuck you doing over here? He's like, Chopper know who I am. And I said, Chopper, who the fuck is that? He's like, oh, that's whatever such. I said, oh, okay. I said, you know? He said, yeah. I said, all right, that's all I want to know. Because I mean, little niggas sitting on the porch. I don't know who the fuck he is. I often go and get my heat. That's how the LA mindset was coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. But
see,
I'm gonna tell you about my dream. My dream, I was asleep. When I got up before I started this podcast, I actually dreamed just listening to the young folks it's just like I was, my cousin was talking to them in my dream, and I was listening to him talking to them, and I'm looking at the young man looking at me in my face, and they had this dreadful ass look to the eyes, and I started crying in my sleep. And it felt like something is trying to tell me that if we don't say these young men and women out here, we're gonna be just like that T-shirt I used to wear back in the day. We're gonna be an endangered species, bro.
Bruh, that T-shirt is so more alive now than I can't even say if it will. I don't even know if it's a difference. You heard? The T-shirt you wore when I first met you and I asked you about that, I don't know if it's a difference between the tragedy we had going then or now.
You know, I didn't even know what the fuck that mean. Didn't know what the fuck that meant. When my mama brought that shirt back from LA, I said, I just wore the goddamn shirt. The shirt had nice little African colors and shit. I didn't know what the fuck the endangered species meant. But as I thought about it, I was like, what the fuck is the word endangered consist of anyway? And then I fuck around and looked at National Geographic. Just so happened, I'm fucking watching National Geographic, and they were talking about the tiger, saying the tiger was in danger. And the old European motherfucker, he's like, the tiger is, the African tiger is endangered species. We're trying to keep and save these animals because they're literally dying off. So I'm saying, what the fuck they trying to say? We dying off too?
Hell, yeah.
So I'm like, God damn. Okay, I see where they going with this. And then the motherfucking TV show, remember what was that? Was it New York Undercover or some shit? He used to come on HBO back in the day. They had the damn thing Banging in Little Rock. Documentary called Banging in Little Rock.
I remember.
In a motherfucking quiet racist ass cop from Little Rock, undercover cop. He said, "You're killing your own people. You're an endangered species. You know that, don't you?" He said that shit. If I could ever find that goddamn video, I guarantee you $10 will buck this shit. That white boy said that shit.
I didn't know he did it. That's on the Banging in Little Rock.
Yep.
I mean, all you gotta do is pull up the documentary Banging on Little Rock around the 94, 95 era. Yep. You'll be able to check that out.
Yeah, because because see, they were making Little Rock look like it was going to be the gang banging mecca of the United States, because not only LA gangs was in Little Rock, but Chicago gangs was in Little Rock too. So you had the GDs and the Crips hanging with each other, just like you had the Vice Lords and the Bloods hanging with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's and my thing is, you know what I'm saying, since that time frame, bro, it's like Little Rock done cut it out, but they done figured out, you know what I'm saying, it was a death trap. Hold on, let's check it. What Derek's saying right here?
Yeah, Cuz said, I was looking at Willie D show the other day. They were talking about the last generation falling. The young people today. Do you think that's true? Of course.
Well, let me tell you something. I got to hop out on this here, D. You have to come from a home where there was some type of decent morality in there. Where there is, you know what I'm saying, there was mom and dad, or either mom or dad, said that this is what we're gonna do. And if you go beyond that, there's gonna be consequences behind it. The problem that we have right now, Derek, is that they don't have anybody at home telling them, you know what I'm saying, there's a certain place that a certain, I would say, a certain distance you can go. And then you're supposed to have some morality code to say, I don't go beyond that. They don't have that no more.
No.
There is no morality code.
Your mom, like when my mama used to tell me, like, mama probably knew there was some motherfucking Eastside Hustler Crips around the corner. Don't you take your ass around there with them boys at, because they around there doing some crazy shit. Stay your ass on this block. If you gonna go somewhere, go over your friend D house. Y'all hang out, do whatever the fuck. When the street lights come on, get your ass back to the house, because you gotta get ready for school in the morning.
That's another thing.
You don't hear that shit no more.
That's another thing. We all knew growing up, by the time the street light came on, it was around about, you know what I'm saying, the 6 o'clock mark. And you had to be making your way back to the house. It was just inbred in you. You knew that to do that. Right. You knew to come home. If not, then you might well just go ahead and get ready, you know what I'm saying, to be warm a lot when you get to the house. So they're gonna put that belt on. And my thing is, we already knew, because we had discipline in our life.
My dad didn't have to put no damn belt on me. All you had to do was hear Robert King's voice, and that says it all. And then a lot of times he'd be drunk and fucked up that damn weekend. That's even worse. That motherfucker get up in your face and get to spitting and talking and looking at you like this and shit. Oh, nigga, I'm scared of the motherfucker. I'm like, mama, get that mother. Yeah, he told you. I told you, get your butt in the house.
But see, that's the thing about it, because it
That's
was
how it's
love.
supposed to be, though.
Tough love.
That's how that was tough love. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? God really did to my parents, and I miss them dearly.
And that's exactly what's supposed to be put out by parents. So there, that's what it is. You have to have parents that actually care about their offspring when they bring them to this planet, because that's what they'll do. They'll stay on top of it. If you don't stay on top of it, guess what? They're gonna be out here wild. And that's exactly why you had a question. You know what I'm saying? Do you think we can do anything about it? Well, it takes a village to raise a child, but we don't have a village of unity no more. None of that.
That was missing those belts, yeah. But see,
Bill.
I'm gonna tell you something. We didn't got so motherfucking comfortable now to where I've heard people always saying that when you whip your child with a belt, that's the same as slavery. Well, let me tell you, ignorant fucks, that's not even close to the things of slavery. It might look like the whip, but it ain't the whip where it was blistering a person's back where it's bloody. Because the motherfucking slave master wasn't whooping your ass for love and trying and giving you tough love. That motherfucker was giving you hate all day long. He hated you any goddamn way. He just wanted
trying to beat you into submission.
That's right. So don't mix apples with bowling balls saying this is the same fucking thing, because it's not even close to the same thing. Because you, like you say in your damn Bible, it says spare the rod to the damn child. So what the fuck? You expect these kids to learn by timeout? Get over there in the corner and time yourself out. That's white folk shit. Yeah, I said white folk shit. That's
You know what? And let me pick up back on the white folk.
And time out. Why they over there making goofy faces and shit? Ooh,
No, here's what happened.
You
So
put
see,
that belt
the
on
white
their ass,
kids-
I guarantee they'll think about what they done and they won't do it again.
If they were raised on our end of the track, yeah. But my thing is, see, white people, that's the crazy thing about it. When they're raising their kids and all, they want to get up to the point where it is, you know what I'm saying, there is no discipline. They think time out in the corner is going to fix it.
Yeah.
They're not going by, you know what I'm saying, a standard divine rule, which means, no, you're going to have to check them from time to time to keep them on the right path. Because what we talking about the other night, which is we have a character trait inside of us that makes us want to do wrong automatically when we're born. So if you're already born, you know what I'm saying, and have to check a baby, like, no, put that down, stop that, don't do that. They let you know right then there has to be some guidance in this young person's life throughout his life where he gets to a point where if you taught him well, then he'll take that out in the world like, okay, and then he'll regurgitate whatever it was that you taught him growing up. And it has to be good. Now, if you taught this kid neglect, not being around, you always at the club, you always, you know what I'm saying, at some female's house, you know what I'm saying, dad ain't there, mama ain't there, guess what he gonna do? Or she gonna do? I'm gonna set my own rules.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, when a child sets their own rules, they really don't have no rules. Everything's a go. So if everything's a go, and then all of a sudden you got a couple other friends that's out here in the street with you, and everything's a go with them, and all of a sudden we get a pistol in the play and a little money, guess what? We don't need nothing else. We done made it. It's what we think. Because we see the older folk, the grown folks, going to work to make money. But I'm out here on the corner, I'm making more than they make out of 2,000 years. That's exactly what I'm about to get to. Because the white guy, after the timeout, ended up, matter of fact, it was an 80-year-old, 87-year-old white woman. I was checking it out this morning. She had a white son. She told her white son that she didn't want him borrowing the car. He's 37. He goes out to the garage, grabs a machete, grabs a sledgehammer, comes back in the house and beats this woman with the sledgehammer, cuts up her body, throws her in the garbage bin. That's what a white son did to his white mama, because he never had this.
Well, according to them, he's just disgruntled. He's a good child. He just been led the wrong way, and he probably just had bad intentions because of video games and violence on television. Everything but the real truth that little motherfucker wasn't raised right. His parents don't give a jack shit about him, because like I've always said, and people know me, know what I said. When Caucasian people won't get shit done, when they too busy stealing from our ass in other countries, big corporation motherfuckers ain't got time to be raising no child. They've been like this for the last 100 years. It's been us. It's been our mothers, our great-grandmothers and great-great-grandmothers and shit raising their kids, telling them, no, sit down, Tommy. Don't do that, Tommy. Eat your food, Tommy. Blah, 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 Tommy. Them white motherfuckers ain't did that shit. They ain't had time for that little motherfucker. They out trying to make money. But
No,
now
because
we don't have that. You don't have that type of situation anymore. So they basically defending for themselves, just like our kids are defending for themselves.
you're right. But my thing is getting back to the topic of what you said everything was about, you know what I'm saying? What's controlling everybody? It's a broken system that they got in play, and they like that broken system. And they continue to keep that pushing. It don't even matter what color you are no more. Because right now, I've noticed that, you know what I'm saying, you got white people, and the majority of the white race, as far as their generation, these past 2 generations, they act more like us. So in the white folks' mind, the elite people, we don't care about them no more either now. Because my thing is, you know what I'm saying, the people we hate the most, their influence is still strong, and we can't kill that. So what we will do is try to control it through an agenda. Now, the system is broken in the white folks' family, which is why they wilding out, and it's broken in our family while we wilding out. But they do it differently from time to time. They might show a little compassion with their people, even though they're wilding out. But it's still the same broken system. That's why they're broken too. That's why they did what they did. Because the home system was broken. And if the home system is broken, that's how you're going to be in life. You're going to be broken until you find some way to fix it.
That's right.
So the white people got their system of brokenness, but they're like, okay, smack them on the head. But the thing about it, they're still jacked up just like we are. We might get the longer sentences. We might get the more time. We might get death. But the thing about it is, the mentality of both races are still jacked up because a jacked up system is in play over everybody in this country. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's why I said about this topic. Like, who's really raising our youth? Are we raising them, or is it the government? I say the government is raising our youth because they're the one told you what you should and what you shouldn't do to your child. They told
Did they tell you get the bag?
No, they tell you, yeah, that's right. Go out and get the bag. Fuck all that.
Then they tell you it don't matter if you know what I'm saying. It's our right. It's our choice. Talking about murder, but they said, see, this is my thing. But you disregard everything that makes us a decent, civilized community of people. When you throw out the rules that makes us civilized, we become uncivilized. Now everything goes. So crazy thing is that let's get into the abortion. I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm against it. You know why I'm against it, people?
I'm very against it.
Let me tell you why I'm against it. Because my thing is, the woman, they've got the woman so jacked up in her head now that the woman said, it's my body, it's my choice. But here's the thing, it's your body, but there's another body inside that's not your body. It's growing inside your body. It has nothing to do with it. It's pulling nutrients from you. It's getting oxygen from you, but it's an independent being on its own. It already has its own heartbeat. So how is that wrong with you? Show me the person that's been born on the planet with 2 hearts on it. So when you have places like this here saying that it's okay to kill what I want to kill, you heard when you have a society whereas they say now it's okay to kill what you want to kill, then my thing, well, what the laws is then? The law says murder, you going to jail. How is it now, you know what I'm saying, if I decide, you know what I'm saying, just because it's not on the planet, bro? Because
America is a hypocritical fucking country. This country
and once again,
it don't stand on shit. It only cherry picks what type of cherries they want to chew on and which one they don't want to chew on.
There we go. And that's who controlling the mind plan of everybody in this country right now. It is the government. It is the media.
That's the reason why I brought up the situation about the Wizard of Oz. They gave you your own courage, your own brain, and your own heart. You ain't got your own right. You ain't got nothing.
No, that's what it seems like. Like they taking all that. They taking the lion's courage. They taking your heart out your body. You know what I'm saying? They taking, you know what I'm saying? Say lion courage. What were they looking for? Say, Lion was looking for courage. Tin Man was looking for heart. Then you had Dorothy trying to get it home.
The Tin Man was looking for courage. The Lion was looking for heart, and the Scarecrow was looking for a brain.
Well, that's the thing about it. All 3 of those vital organs right now, they're trying to take that mentally. They're trying to take that physically. I was just looking at the damn cereal, bro, which is, you know what I'm saying, Post cereal. Now it has something in it called try something phosphate, but it's a TSP. That's the initials for it. This is a carcinogenic, dog. This stuff pulls off paint off of houses, off of cars, but they got that in your little one cereal.
Oh yeah. Well, I've always said, I've told Lisa back here a long time ago, that Monsanto owns goddamn Post and General Mills and Kellogg's. They basically own all of the U.S. agriculture businesses. All your Whole Foods, all that shit is owned by Monsanto. Monsanto is the people who basically created Agent Orange over in Vietnam. That fucked up a lot of Vietnamese over there. This is the same company that basically got the rights to all your favorite little food that you used to eat back in the day. All the cereal. Because I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had a bowl of goddamn Fruity Pebbles in 12, 13 years. All because I've read up on that they got their hands on all that shit. And then not to mention, they got all the goddamn Mississippi Delta land, as far as the corn and all that shit. They got all that. And if you're a small business farmer and your shit is right beside Monsanto, if Monsanto get one seed off of their lot, blows onto your shit, they can claim your shit. Just like that. Because they made a fucking patent to say, if any of our product comes on to y'all land, that's automatic our land. We took your shit. We straight gangster your shit. That you work hard, blood, sweat, and tears for, they automatically got the rights to it. Because their product end up on your land.
That's right.
Now
And
think
that's
about
another
that.
thing.
Now think about that. Gangsta-fied. You see, like I say, the street gangbangers ain't got shit on the government. The government is the real gangster crip. The power that be is the real gangster crip.
You ain't buzzed, truck. My whole thing is that whenever you know some kids, you know what I'm saying, or some parents that go to the cereal aisle, it's like, no, don't get them, you know what I'm saying, them for the black folk, them for the white folk. That's why I say they don't care no more. They don't care whether you white or black, nothing. It don't matter no more. It don't matter no more.
It never had matter. It never mattered. They just made you think it by the media standpoint, because majority of these media stations are owned by the liberals. The same people that y'all vote for owns these TV stations and stuff. But the thing about it is they got it where they basically playing mind games with you, because they make them like they cool with you, but they really hate your goddamn guts. See, they got you thinking Donald Trump is the bad guy. Donald Trump is not even close to the bad guy than the motherfucker that y'all voted for. The motherfucker y'all voted for is the real gangster crips. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. I can name a whole lot of them, all the motherfuckers ain't shit. All the way down to your entertainment motherfuckers. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, D.L. Hughley. And I want to talk about that too, because I know you heard about this situation with Monique and D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, but I mean, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, DL sold out just like Cedric sold out, just like Steve sold out. My whole thing is that, you know, you can't be a truth teller in this present day society. That's the problem. Everybody's soft, everybody's watered down, everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's pitiful, bro. There is no real no more. You know what I'm saying? There is no man of my word. There is no woman of my word. There is no standard.
I know we going ahead over here, but let's look at a little clip on what Monique said about the situation with DL. Check this out.
Said with names like that, don't you think they would wind up in jail? Well, that's what you said. Well, I thought I was coming back being clever, making a joke, because you know back in the day when somebody was on the DL, you know what they were. I don't think you're a homosexual man, DL. I was making a joke, and I can't believe you got tender.
Well, they didn't sound like jokes. I mean, there's a certain delivery for jokes, a certain tone, right?
Here's what else she had to say about DL being tender.
I can't believe D.L. Hughley. I can't believe Daryl Lynn, you are tender. And that has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has everything to do with your heart. You, brother, you are in your feelings. I cannot believe that, D.L. And that for the comedians, pay attention, baby. Pay attention. See, when you run your mouth about other people and you don't know who you're running up into, and then you get to running into a brick wall, and then you want to play victim and fall out and act like you've been damaged, come on. Like I said, I feel sorry for your family.
In addition to that, she says that DL...
I'm for separation.
Monique done let the Woodlawn come out.
That niggas told me, Monique, let go and let go. Let go and let God. They have taught niggas to be so motherfucking fearful and just give it to God. Let go and let God. So I kept hearing this shit over and over and over again. So I said, well, let me let the shit go and let me give it to God. And you know what God did? He gave it right the fuck back. He said, bitch, I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking coons. Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley. I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking coons. I don't fuck with nobody. See, tonight, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is going on, because y'all know one thing about me, bitch, I'm gonna tell. That's why they ain't like me as a little girl, bitch, because I'm a tell. Bitch, I'm gonna tell you out there kissing Petey on the playground, bitch. You nasty whore, we in the third grade. So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left. I don't fuck with nobody, sure. I don't fuck with no motherfucking body. But when you cross the line with me, nigga, you have crossed the motherfucking line. And that bitch, nigga, has crossed the motherfucking line. See, we got a history, nigga. We got a history. That nigga went on a tour talking about all Monique wasn't. You can Google it right now. D.L. Hughley on Monique, all I wasn't, what I wasn't worth, all of this bullshit. And nigga, you put your feet under my motherfucking table. See, you came to my home, nigga, and you put your feet under my motherfucking table. I don't get down like that, goddammit. You got a bitch wrong. You talk about Young Thug, and because of their names, nigga, your name is DL. What the fuck does it stand for? Hey, how far you bending over, nigga, on the DL?
Boy, all that I can tell you is people mad as hell with Monique.
I don't care. I'm gonna tell you this.
They are mad as cat shit with Monique behind the situation with DL. But see, this is the thing that most people seem to have forgotten. Like my daddy said, God rest his dead, I don't forget shit. Because if motherfuckers want to sit there and talk about, you know, DL, she wrong for putting DL out there on blast and this and that and another, you think that was worse than when he sit up there and let DJ Vlad get up there and talk shit about the minister?
I ain't never liked Vlad, bro. I ain't never liked Vlad.
I didn't, you know, I've always, when I first heard him, when he first started doing his little shit,
I ain't never liked Vlad, bro.
I kind of find it kind of ironic why he was asking all these goddamn questions and questioning people on certain subjects.
He sound like the Popo.
From what it was told, they pay him money to get motherfuckers to drop shit.
I can believe it.
He claimed that he's down with the hip hop community and he's a DJ and all this other stuff. I've never heard of the brother. I mean, I don't even call him motherfucker no, but he ain't no brother of mine. But I ain't never heard that player before until I started watching his shit. But I know one time, what's his name, said it on his show, because he was questioning him, my man from the Fugees, not Wycliffe, but the other one.
Roswell.
Yeah. Roswell said, man, I'm starting to think you're a fucking Asian or something. He said that shit because he kept on questioning him about different stuff, just coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he like, man, I'm starting to believe you're a fucking Asian or something, dude.
My whole thing is that why is it, you know what I'm saying, this white guy's always, you know what I'm saying, doing interviews with our people? How is it, you know what I'm saying, everybody that I know that rap is always usually on the show, or somebody that's a movie star, from Lil Boosie being on there, I see, to Michael J. White, you know what I'm saying, a movie star, the martial art. these people have been on the show, and I'm trying to figure out what is it about the Vlad show that everybody's got to be on for some reason, and why has it got to be particular this white guy show? So my thing is, if you ever listen to the Vlad TV people and listen to him do his interviews, he's always asked about something that's personal, or it'll start something. You know what I'm saying? It's a mess. If it's something already done died down, he's got the type of questions that's gonna stir it back up.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing about it. He's messy, bro. And then, you know what I'm saying, he's always asking questions about what's going on in your life personally. You sound like an informant. You sound like you're already on the way to speak.
Not to mention, okay, I'm gonna tell you what made him get mad with the minister. See, the minister did his thing on damn, that's crazy. But it was a damn good program that he did. It was on the 4th of July. I want to say it was last year. It might have been the year before last. Because these years, time's quick ticking so damn fast, I can't keep up with this shit. But I think it might have been last year. It might have been a year before last. But all I know, the minister basically was saying, he was basically talking in context. He wasn't saying go out there and stone these motherfuckers. He basically was just saying stone them with the truth. That's what he said. Stone them with the truth. Meaning, when you see these motherfuckers doing this shit that they do, they own every fucking thing in the industry. They own television, movies, sports, everything. They fucking over us left and right. Stone their ass with the truth and tell them what they know, that we know what they fucking doing. Basically, what the minister was saying. This motherfucker took it and flipped it around and made like he's saying, telling black people to go out and stone, take a rocket and throw it at the white, throw it at the Jews. Trying to get some shit started. DL Hughley, he he don't even know what the hell going on. They freeze up.
Act like that.
Yeah, they freeze up every time Mr. Charlie get to talking to him.
Because
he basically what he did, he low key put DL Hughley on the spot just to see what he was gonna say. And DL didn't say shit. But everybody,
like I say, Vlad TV, Vlad TV, Breakfast Club, all these, you know what I'm saying, these cool networks, bro. I should say white trash cool networks, you know what I'm saying. Vlad ain't black, but my thing is, you know what I'm saying, he on the same agenda as everybody else. Are you sure you on with us, right? You do support what we're doing right now, right? Man, that's why I say I don't understand it. For me, I've always been the type of person, I can't pretend. If I don't like something, I don't like it. If I do like it, I do like it. I can't pretend.
Well, it's in your heart. It's in your heart, mind, body, and soul to not go along with none of this shit out here, because you've been on this planet long enough to know that there's something that is not right. Like Keith Sweat says, something just ain't right. You know it. You see it. You can see it. A lot of people don't see it. A lot of people got their eyes closed to the bullshit. They say the same shit over and over again. Why is this happening? Come on, Jesus, please save us from all this. Come on, Jesus. When you are the Jesus that you're looking for, you asking yourself, you asking something outside of yourself to tell yourself to do. When you can do
First
it.
and foremost, I wouldn't be calling on no white God anyway, you know what I'm saying, because he's made up, you know what I'm saying, Constantine 3:1. People need to do their research on that. Find out, you know what I'm saying, this gay white guy, you know what I'm saying, that Pope Pius' his daddy, was Pope at the time frame during the 6th century. Ended up, you know what I'm saying, having a painting done of his son, which was a homosexual. The homosexual Michelangelo was the lover of Caesar Borgia. He's the one that commissioned the painting. He's the one that drew it. He's the one that's got up in everybody's houses and church right now. And so that what lets me know also about this feminine movement, that it's always been the agenda to push it to gay, because this has always been there in plain sight. And y'all knew this. When I say y'all, I'm talking about government and the world officials. Y'all knew this already.
Mm-hmm.
They already knew this guy was, you know what I'm saying, a flagrant fact.
Well,
but then the thing, it's the same white guy. And I've seen a photo from the 1950s or 60s. All the Ku Klux Klan was in church in their grove with the cross in the back saying Jesus saves. Now, who are we talking about here? Is that the same one y'all talking about people saving y'all? Because it's the Klan's God. How is it you gonna get any type of justice here? If they praying to the God to get rid of you,
That's why I've been saying I've been saying this for years. I said, why would y'all want to worship somebody that basically white supremacists worship? The same people that hate you want to see your ass, basically want to see you fry. Will fry your ass, cut your balls off, hang you up from a tree like strange fruit in the night, and you sitting up there talking about Jesus saved, and they said Jesus saved too. Why the hell would you even want to have anything to do with this person?
And
You know why you want to have to do with it? Because you're gonna say that's what my grandmama, my great grandmama, and my great great grandmama basically that's their thing. Yeah, just like y'all did about the Chitlin situation. But you gotta realize you gotta break that cycle in order to make a whole new life and a whole new better life for yourself and your family. Stop going off of generational, because we in a whole nother plight of that lifetime. That lifetime back then, they was enslaved and basically threatened. You're not being threatened now. Your only person that's threatening you is you. It's because you don't want to make a change. You want to constantly control, keep on holding on to a generational curse. Let that shit go. That's why these young folks don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. They go out here, y'all let them sign these little contracts with these goddamn so-called record labels that don't give a jack shit about your community, you or your child. Then they get out here, rap this goofy ass music, make a little money, get robbed and killed. And they get the money right back. You won't get shit.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I come to find out also that these new rappers, the ones that the up and coming ones since 2020, and I want to say back 2017, I come to find out that all these rappers that have signed on, the record label takes out an insurance policy on the rap. Now, why would they do that?
Well, they're gonna get paid more money.
Yeah, they're gonna let you go ahead and make your album out there. You gonna go diamond.
That white boy, what that white boy told Miles Davis on that movie, he's worth more to us dead than alive.
Man, that's true. That's true. So see, they get your money that you made during life. They got that off of you because you didn't have your publishing together. So they got that. You don't own your own music. And then they took out an insurance policy on, whereas now they gonna have somebody clap you, get rid of you, and then they gonna collect the money. How do I know this true? Let's talk about it right now. Young Dolph was signed to a record label. We're not gonna say the name, but he himself and two others are no longer here. But the record label, doing the research on, have come to find out they had contracts and insurances on all three. All three. So they made money off of you while you're alive. They pimped you then. You own your own music while you're alive. They pimped you then. And then you got killed and they got your money from your insurance money. Your folks don't even get that. They done pimped you. They don't care nothing about nothing you doing, bro, except making $1 for them. And the crazy thing is about it, it's a bad dollar because it's not a positive dollar. Your dollars come from, you know what I'm saying, hurting your own people. Talking about hurting your own people. Keeping it crunk always what they want to say.
Yep, that's true. That is so true. That is so true. But see, I want listen to this what David Banner was saying about the music, the rap music.
It's all good. If you look at our radio stations, like go down today if you think I'm joking. Go from 0 on the radio down all the way to 200.
Okay.
Listen to every different specialized groups. We are the only group that 90% of everything that we talk about in our music is detrimental to us. When we talk about bitches, we're not talking about women in general. We're talking about our women.
Yeah.
When we talk about niggas, we're talking about us. When we talking about busting somebody in the head, shooting them, we're talking about us. So like, at what point do we take control?
But this is what's going on. And you know, it's funny that he said that because I came to a conclusion to when I DJ in the club, it makes it hard for me to even play music like I used to in clubs, because these young folks, they don't even want to hear the shit that we used to play, that we grew up off of. They don't even want to hear slow jams anymore. Even the women don't want to hear slow jams anymore. I'm not saying all, but there's enough of them to say that there's enough don't want to hear rap music, don't want to hear slow jams. They want to hear some crunk shit. Say the smoke, get high, and just look people there. And dance on each other. They don't want to dance with a man, they dance on each other when they dance with a man. See, this is social engineering at its finest. Stockholm syndrome, all this good shit. Because they already know back in the system of white supremacy, the white power structure of America knows that as long as they keep us in a certain alignment, being deaf, dumb, and blind, they can continue to go in there and rob our ass left and right. With money or your life. Either or. But speaking of money or your life, did you hear about the mass shooting in Chattanooga?
I've been hearing about shootings all over the place. Philadelphia, Chattanooga.
Yeah.
My thing is, you know what I'm saying, they still trying to force everybody, you know what I'm saying, talking about we're going to take your gun. And I already know what it's all about. Once the government get everybody guns out of hand, they going to come in and mow down everybody.
Oh, yeah. Check this out. Here it is. Let me see if I can get it. Come on. Get it play. But this supposed to happen at a club last night in Chattanooga. Yeah, and every time I watch these little videos like this here, seeing these officers standing in a little Masonic stand, it makes me think.
There you go. You already see it.
Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to leave that alone.
You already see it. And the crazy thing was, you know what I'm saying, when they was down in Uvalde, Texas, when the 19 kids I come to find out, doing further research, the cops was waiting 20 minutes outside while one of the security guard, because his kid was inside. He ran on in the building, grabbed his kid and went on home. What are you waiting 20 minutes outside of a building while a rampant shooter's running around killing kids? What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? A security guard gets a call on his phone from his little one saying that there's somebody in the school shooting. He runs over there, goes through the police barricade into the school, grabs his little one, goes home. They're still waiting outside. I don't get that, bro.
Sounds like some. It sounds kind of suspect. It sounds very suspect. No,
you already know it is. You already know it is. You already know.
But they want to make like, you know, it's just all in your mind. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you think it is. Oh yes, it is. It is. It ain't no way around this shit. I'm trying to get this Philadelphia situation to pull up, but it won't pull up. But they're saying several active shooters in a popular Philadelphia area, leaving 3 people dead and 11 others wounded.
I think it's cops. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's undercover CIA people out here busting people just so they can push their agenda.
Well, to be honest with you, bro, my subconscious mind is telling me that they are basically promoting these shootings because they're trying to pass some type of legislation that's going to make everybody have to give away their gun.
Yeah.
And if they do that, you finna really see some real crazy shit going on. But I know it ain't gonna happen. The only way it's gonna happen, they gotta go out and start busting on every motherfucking body in this motherfucking country that got guns. Starting with the rednecks. Because see, the rednecks ain't finna let them motherfuckers, they don't give a damn. You have 20 goddamn shootings in 1 week. You better not come fuck with them about their guns.
That's what Civil War's gonna be about.
A lot of them motherfuckers can't throw no hands and do karate and all that shit. They say, I ain't doing none of that bullshit. I got my AR-15, my AR-556 with a scope rifle, and I'm with a scope and infrared, and you bring your black ass or white ass or whoever ass on my property, you gonna get shot. Plain and simple. I don't give a damn who you are. You can be the police, you can be security, you can be my mother. I don't give a damn. You get shot. That's how they gonna feel about it. So,
but see, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be a civil war too, because the white boys saying we ain't giving it. The NRA people, they not giving up their right. They not giving up their firearm.
Hell no. The only way it's gonna have to go back. It's going to go back to the Civil War days. Like this white boy told me back in 2004, I think it was. Truck driver told me, he said, America is way overdue for a civil war. He said this shit. A white man told me this shit. And he said because it's just too many wrongdoing people in this country. He said, I'm not talking about you, but they know who they are. Who the fuck do you think he's talking about? They got problem with them people too. It ain't just us. They got problem with them people too. You hear the KKK always saying all the time. They hate us, they hate them, and they hate the Mexicans and all that old shit. But most of the part, they hate them. Yeah. They said we pay way past due for a civil war. He said that. And it's gonna happen, Brother Steve.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's got to happen. Because
I'm all right with you.
Because it's just too much shit going on. See, Adolf Hitler had already said he didn't want the shit in his country either. That's why they popped him off. See, everybody think they know Adolf Hitler because they basically gave you the visualization, just like I said about the Wizard of Oz. They put these things in your mind to make you believe what they want you to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, earlier, I said the Wizard of Oz wasn't just a movie. It was a movie promoting the Federal Reserve. To make you
federal government. Hold up, go ahead, keep going.
To make you in cahoots of who you really are, be in control of who they want you to be. You can't be nothing else but what they want you to be. As far as your thinking, as far as your courage, and as far as your caring heart. If you ain't got control of none of it, if they ain't give you the control of none of that, you better not use nothing outside of that. Other than that, you ain't gonna be dealt with. Ask the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan how his life been since he been preaching against this in this country. And everybody think that he killed Malcolm X. If he really killed Malcolm X, that'd have been a topping, like a hot fudge sundae. That'd have been a topping because they were glad to get rid of Farrakhan if they knew had the evidence to say that he killed Brother Malcolm. Because they don't want the Nation of Islam to even exist. They don't want no kind of organization that they can't control to exist. That's against their situation. Plain and simple as that. And see, when the minister was saying that we need to separate ourselves from these people, he wasn't saying for you to hate them or hurt them or do anything to them. He's saying basically do the same thing like the Japs, the Koreans, the Arabs, everybody else. They got their own little get down in their own little communities where they doing things for themselves, their own gas stations, stores, hotels, businesses and stuff. Why we can't have our own shit? Hey, check this. Listen to what this sister said. And she said it better than I did.
I'm for separation. And I'm just going to say that. I don't want to integrate. I don't want to be included in nothing they got going on. I don't want none of that. And if when I say something like that, it seems like I'm racist, right? Oh, black people get scared. Oh, wait a minute. You're trying to reverse civil rights. Blah, blah. No, I'm not trying to reverse civil rights, but let's just think about it. Because we think about separation and we think that means like we have to hate everyone else and not deal with them. That's not what that means. Separation is Koreatown. Separation is Little Tokyo. Separation is Chinatown. Separation is Little Mexico. That's what separation is. Little India. That's separation. And in every major city, you have that. You have all these communities where they are and they own that space and they police their own communities and the money circulates within that community. That's separation. But where is ours?
That. Huh? Straight like that. But we not thinking like that. Hell no. There's a nigga right now, man. Fuck that. I don't know these niggas. I ain't trying to be down with these niggas like that. I don't know these niggas, cuz. You crazy? Nigga, I'm gonna buy me some white folk shit that defines me. That makes me look like I'm a better person than you, nigga. Fuck that. Social engineering at its finest. Take you up out of the context of yourself to believe in their way of life, not your own.
That's why
What
I
are you
say
gonna do?
government over everybody talking about what I need you to do and how I need you to do it. So that's exactly what you're saying. Reach the top. Thank you. The government, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Oh yeah. Well, bro, I guess we can go ahead and end this show tonight, man. We didn't went in the paint on this behalf, but it was one video I want to show before we get up out of here. This young man, and it kind of it's not surprising, but we just got to talk about how these white kids do. But this is a little white boy who basically spit out what he feel about killing. Check this shit out.
To be when you grow up? A murderer because I like killing. My brain tells me if I like killing or not. I like killing because when I first watched my grown-up killing show, myself started to like killing, and then my brain started to like tell me what to do with killing in it. So I like murders and I like killing in my life. I'm gonna kill everybody in the world except for my family because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing. So just any type of person, it doesn't matter. What about me? Yeah. Even me? No, not even my teachers either. Okay, because I'm the first person that you told this. Am I? Yeah. So, I just like killing. So what are you going to be again when you grow up? A murderer. Bye.
Did you hear the white boy?
Like
He's not playing.
Like Macaulay Culkin said, ah! The way he said it. That wasn't, he said what he felt.
He's not playing. He's not playing. I can see him getting rid of his parents. I can see that happen, bro. I can see that happen.
But the moral of the story, where did he get that mindset from? I bet nobody ain't gonna tell him. Bet you won't. Bring that video to Fox News, CBS, and NBC, ABC, and show them. Say, hey, this is one of y'all talking about you. That he's willing. Oh, he just heard somebody said it on television. He's just being funny and everything.
Yeah.
He don't know.
Saying anybody being funny. Be a killer.
He's just a baby.
Well, it's already been proven by the time a child is 5 years old, they've already decided what type of personality they're gonna have. So he already know. He look like he's around 8 or 9. So
even if he was playing, it should even indulge in his mind whatsoever. No shape, form, or fashion. But
what kids you know that always said I don't even remember us, even though matter of fact, you came from a gang culture, everything, but I don't remember none of us telling me, yeah, I'm going to be a killer. None of that.
I mean, even when I first moved to Hollandale, and you knew how I was, I told you, I said, man, there's a lot of things that I be wanting to do, and I know I can't do it because I love my mother. I love my father too, but I love my mother, and my mother was down on her deathbed. I didn't even know it was as bad as it was until 1995. But I knew she was sick, and I knew that I didn't want to do nothing to trigger anything. That's the reason why I took a lot of shit. I ate a lot of shit at Simmons High School. There's been a lot of motherfuckers would have been fucked off because of me. But I took a lot of shit because of my mama. Because my mother, all she wanted me to do was move to Hollandale and live a better life than what I was living in California. And one thing I can say, I thank my mother for that. Because I did, it taught me to be more of a man than I've ever been in my whole life. It take a lot of shit down there that I didn't have to take, because I could have just went spasm on the motherfucker. But I took it. And it was hard to do, but I did it. I got through it. It's like fucking military training. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, I mean, that wasn't in my mind and just go around there fucking up people like that. No. I mean, I might have made a probably wanted to do it, but I knew my mother. I knew I wasn't gonna just go out and talk about what I'm gonna do to a motherfucker like that. That little boy there is full of evil, and he most likely probably been taught that. Most likely he been taught that, and probably been pushed around or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of times white kids, they get pushed around by other white kids, calling them weird and funny and gay and saying all kind of shit about them. And a lot of times they don't know, they don't have nobody like a big brother or somebody that kind of kind of have his back and talk to him and say, look, don't worry about what nobody say about you. Just as you, blah, 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 and discuss things with them. No, them motherfuckers, they basically raise themselves. That's why a lot of times when white kids get money, they go and buy shit. And a lot of times they go and buy weapons. Or they, they can get access to weapons real quick.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like I say, when the mother's in the kitchen cooking dinner, and the father's out on business trip or something, and that child is in that room, locked up in the room, you better believe he's doing something he ain't got no goddamn business. He in that motherfucker trying to figure out how he gonna kill Susie, Chad, Shane, and all the motherfuckers at the goddamn high school tomorrow. because Shannon said she didn't want to be with me. So I'm gonna make this bitch pay. Cause she don't want to be with me. Oh, I'm gonna kill this bitch. I'm gonna kill anybody else get in front of me, gonna get fucked off. That's how they think. Weak ass mind. Recessive, weak ass Caucasian mind. That's just how it is. That's how it is. But anyway, bro, I'm gonna go and get over to 10 o'clock Eastern time out here in fucking South Carolina. I need to be up under the bed.
All right, then. Oh yeah, I gotta get on the bed.
But bro, you made it to the end of the show. Finally.
Finally.
This is some good shit. This is some good shit though, bro. It was some good shit. For real. But as always, bro, I don't know. I might probably do a Let's Talk rant Wednesday. I don't know. But if I do, I'll send you the link. We'll go from there. No, I don't know.
All right. It is then.
All right, bro. Peace with it.
Shalom, bro. Shalom, family.
All right. That is going to conclude tonight's show. Much love to all you guys tonight, that watched. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Lisa. Appreciate it. We really do. Don't be a stranger. Only thing I can say, I'm going to say this on this situation, what's going on in the world, is don't give up on your kids. If your kids say, Mom, Dad, I need some help, I need this, I need that, I need to talk about certain things, man. What I'm saying? Listen, don't ignore them. Because when you ignore them, you never know. They might be trying to tell you something that can save their life. What's happening, bro, Brian Williams? You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't give up. Don't give up on your kids. You know what I'm saying? They are our future, just like Whitney Houston said. They are our future. And right now, we are in a state of emergency, whether y'all like to believe shit or not, because these shootings, these police shootings, all this shit is basically designed to keep us scared, dazed, confused, and all that. It ain't got me dazed and confused worth a damn. Because one thing about it, you can't afford to be scared to live your life out here. Because you gotta understand, these people came out of us, and we gotta learn how to control them. Fuck what everybody else say. Politicians, these so-called preachers, the powers that be, all that shit. Fuck them all, because they're not trying to help some down shit. They ain't trying to let shit go. They trying to keep shit going because there's an agenda that says we want y'all to get rid of your weapons. We want y'all to be basically unweaponized. You know what I'm saying? Y'all turn your guns in. Then when y'all turn your guns in, then that's when they're gonna really go ham and eggs on everybody. Black, brown, yellow, red, and white people. But they're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you, no, it's just that, it's just guns are dangerous. All of a sudden guns are dangerous. We all the motherfuckers that made them. Guns ain't dangerous. The person's mindset is dangerous. 2357, what's up, bro? NO in the house. But yeah, guns ain't dangerous. People are dangerous. Let's see. I want to do this. Let me do this commercial clip right quick. Then I'm gonna get ready to sign out.
Mississippi boys. That's right.
Also, don't forget, if you don't feel like picking it up, have somebody come pick it up for you. We got DoorDash. And right now, $5 off with this card right here. Come check it out.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, that was my boy Roscoe. Shout out to Roscoe. My boy Donnell down there in El Paso, Texas. Southern Flames Barbecue. I've been passing through there. I never got a chance to get my barbecue. Well, hopefully one day I will stop through there and show them brothers some love, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no barbecue in a while. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had to clear my mind and to think when I got home last week for Memorial Day weekend that I was gonna have Flip, God rest his dead, to go to the store and get some meat so we can put on the grill. I miss my bro. I ain't gonna lie. Think about him every day. You know. I was, gonna do it up for my little day at home. But it is what it is. Life goes on, But anyway, much love and respect to you guys. Lisa, my brother, Brian Williams, my cousin Derek, Tyler, my brother, Dark Prince, as always, and many other you guys that came on here watching. I seen my brother Charlie Brown in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Much love. He was watching. Hope all is well up there in Tulsa. I heard y'all had some shit going on up there too. But all these goddamn shootings, man, it's an agenda. I don't give a fuck nobody says. This is a situation that is being coerced for a reason and a reason only. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody saying and doing nothing about it. But that's the thing. You can't depend on the government to do the job for you. You have to do it for yourself. And it's enough of us versus them. We can overthrow this whole situation if we just stick together and go and settle our differences. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're like, oh, he called me a nigger, oh, he called me a hunky, oh, he called me a chinky, oh, he called me a wetback. Fuck all that. That ain't gonna stop nothing. It shouldn't stop nothing. That ain't got shit to do with white tea and China. Because we all hurting in this situation. That's just my opinion. Like my podcast. All right. Well, that's gonna be my time, guys. Much love and respect to you guys. Y'all have a good night. Hopefully I'll probably do a Let's Talk rant probably Wednesday. I don't know. It all depends how hard I work. I've been running crazy out here. For real. So let me go ahead and just get about this thing. I'm gonna leave y'all with one of my cuts from back in the days. I know y'all probably heard. Some of y'all heard this song, some of y'all haven't. But it's me and my bro. Shout out my bro Marco, D-Town, and Ransoms, aka Mo Boy. It's your boy Chaos. Y'all have a good night.
DJ Mix Master Chaos.
It's that real dirty South Beat now. the dough. Who run this shit, they call the flow. Then they start rapping, call the code. Cause he gon' shut him down. Yeah, I'ma cut him down. Keep it short like what they thought. My skills got long, all now. These people leaving no flaw. These flaws, get in the water, not to eat your jaw. Put up against me, and you said it ain't but you draw. Marco taking it all, and I ain't faking it all. Just trying to ball. They don't want to see that. See that? 2004. I done did so much shit in 2011. Fuck the rest. From the season, we the best. Keep jumped out that, and they hating they about that. And I was down, thought I was been down, but I got up and plot up on how to get down. Now the G's make G's outside. Provided by my nigga D-Time. Dirty South, D-Time. DJ Chaos and D-Time. It's that real Dirty South, D-Time. DJ Chaos and D-Time. Dirty South, D-Time. DJ Chaos and D-Time. It's that real Dirty South, D-Time. DJ Chaos and D-Time. Look up the brand new, you know, Wolfman, and the Marco, and the nigga Rasmus, yeah. Yeah. That's some Chaos and D-Time.
DJ Mix Master Chaos. DJ Mix Master Chaos.
Food.